In your health news today, startling statistics on unvaccinated teens and COVID-19 hospitalizations. And in non-COVID related news, for the first time in almost 2 decades, the FDA has granted approval for a new drug to treat Alzheimer's.
But it isn't without controversy. Dr. Mike joins us live to explain. Happy Monday, Dr. Mike.
Hello there, Jason. Hello, Shayna. How are you?
We're great. We're great. And we understand the FDA went against independent advisors who don't seem to be convinced that this drug will work, right?
Well, there's always controversy about everything in medicine, but the bottom line is this is the first drug. It's a monoclonal antibody that actually may treat Alzheimer's. Remember, this is the first drug that may actually treat the disease and may have an impact. Now, that being said, the FDA has told the company, look, you're going to do a phase 4 trial and see if it actually works. If it works, fine. If it doesn't, we may have the right to pull it. But having had a mother with Alzheimer's, and none of the treatments that we have really treat the illness, the bottom line is this could be a major breakthrough. Wow. It is felt to reduce the plaque in brains from Alzheimer's, and it's something that may be very, very important.
Yeah, so encouraging to anyone who's had a family member deal with this just vicious disease. You mentioned monoclonal antibodies, Dr. Mike. We've heard of them over this past year dealing with COVID, but explain how the drug works.
Well, basically what it does is they create antibodies in a laboratory. You administer the drug, and then it goes after those plaques, those areas of the brain that we think may be responsible for Alzheimer's. Now, when you look at the data, there's one study that showed it was effective. One, Mets, that's Italian for we not so hot. But the bottom line is they felt there was enough data that they're going to approve it. And listen, we don't have anything really to deal with this difficult diagnosis. So let's go. Let's try it. Let's see.
All right, let's talk teens and COVID vaccines. Now we're seeing an increase in the number of teens hospitalized with serious COVID cases, huh?
Well, there's a couple of reasons for this. Number one, a lot of young people are not vaccinated. In the beginning of the pandemic, as soon as we realized that older folks were at high risk, the minute the vaccine came out, they got it first. And so we've seen a rapid reduction in numbers of people in the hospital that have been vaccinated in the high-risk groups. Now what we're seeing, Jason, young people. And a majority of them that end up in the hospital are ending up in the ICU and on ventilators. So it's a big issue, and we've got to get everybody vaccinated. Everybody.
Always the takeaway these days. All right, Dr. Mike, as always, thank you so much.
Love you.
Well, you beat me to it. I love you. I love you.
See you, Dr. Mike.
More companies are requiring new hires to get the vaccine. United Airlines says their new policy extends to all people offered a job after June 15th. It follows a similar move by Delta Airlines. United, Delta, and American have all offered extra time off or extra pay to employees who get their shots. Even big employers like Walmart have taken similar measures. And a new survey is showing the effect of the pandemic on families. 4 in 5 grandparents surveyed say that the worst part of the past year was just being away from their grandchildren. For the 2 in 5 who had a new grandchild arrive during the past year, bonding with their grandkids was difficult. And when it's safe to travel again, 56% say the first trip they will do is to go see those grandbabies.